What are the best foods to eat for diabetes?
Is that a trick question? Are you trying to trick me?
It's an actual question. What are the best foods to eat for diabetes?
Well, the amazing thing, the best thing to eat for diabetes is also the best thing to eat for everything we've talked about today. And, for reversing chronic disease and preventing chronic disease, whole foods, whole food, plant-based. That's it. And low-fat whole food, plant-based. It sounds too simple and it sounds too easy, but honestly, that's where the magic is. And I'm, in my normal life, I'm a plant-based practitioner, and I almost feel like I'm cheating because people come to me and they feel, to help with one thing. I lean them into more plants and they come back and everything is better. Everything. I don't have to individually treat each different issue that they come to me with, because when we lean into a whole food plant-based, that's there. Like, they're just like, I feel great. And I'm like, oh, I didn't really do anything. I just told you to eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, whole grains.
Boom. There it is. So give us an example. Okay, you just listed some of these key categories. Give us an example of any specific foods that maybe you love, that maybe you see your clients loving, that are widely accessible and easy to prepare. Like, give us some examples.
My favorite thing about mastering diabetes, and something I remind people of in small group coaching all the time, because everyone just doesn't believe it: potatoes.
Potatoes.
You can eat potatoes, and you can eat all the potatoes you want. So I'm Irish. Don't get between me and any form of a potato, I tell you right now. I could live on them solely, but that people forget that. They're like, are you sure it's a green light food? And I'm like, yep, here it is. It's 100% a green light food. Potatoes with lentils, potatoes with beans, mangoes. It's mango season here right now, Robby.
I'm jealous. You send me pictures of amazing mangoes.
You're on your way?
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think the easiest way to lean into this is the fruit, right? Who doesn't love fruit? Strawberries, blueberries, mangoes. My list could go on, but I think potatoes, number one, and the fruit.
I love how you just listed, 2 particular items, specific fruits and potatoes that most people are just scared to death of. Like, wow, I have high blood sugar readings on my meter, then I am not going to eat potatoes and I'm not going to eat fruit. But we are genuinely, like, in the most sincere way possible, with the most up-to-date, rock-solid research demonstrating that the more of those foods that you eat, the better you will see your blood glucose levels become across the board 24/7. Like, these foods they're actually the solution. They're not the problem.
Yes. And we understand why, right? Because you've been told that you can't eat these things and being warned off it. And I think one of my other favorite things about mastering diabetes is we don't just tell you this, right? We don't just say you should listen to us. Do what we say. The science is all there. If you grab that book or you sign up to this program, there are studies, so much evidence, like peer-reviewed data to say that this is correct, that this is the right thing to be doing. Yes, we have all these beautiful success stories, but we didn't build it on antidotes. We've built it on science and fact.
Exactly right.
That's been around for 100 years.
And if anybody's listening, like, oh, you know what, I want to read some of that research. Okay, let me help guide you. I'm going to put some links below this episode to some key articles we have on our website, and you can also go to masteringdiabetes.org/bookinfo, and that page has our citations from our book. All of them, organized by chapter and organized by each sentence. So you literally could just like open up those they're like, like accordions, okay? Like little accordion things. You click chapter 1 and then boom, it opens. You see a bunch of stuff underneath you. And what you can do is you can read the sentence. You can go look at the research supporting the sentence. And you can click the DOI link and just go straight to the study. And just go straight to the source. We're just happy to hand it to you. And there's a couple key articles that we've put on the website as well to look into that science. But another question, not a trick question, Amy, okay? Another question people are searching for on the interwebs. They ask what not to eat with type 2 diabetes. So, Amy, if somebody has been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, what foods should they not eat?
So again, with our beautiful traffic light system, green, yellow, red, anything listed in the red light, we focus on processed foods, absolutely, because any processed food has had the beautiful fiber removed. So the fiber is what gives plant foods their structure, right? We think of fiber as just maybe a powder that your grandma used to have and mix up in her water every day. But fiber needs a new PR and a bit of rebranding. Fiber is what makes a plant food three-dimensional, that gives it its structure. So when you remove that structure, you remove the fiber, which is what can releases the sugars that can affect our blood sugar spike. And then anything with those saturated fats. So, the science behind this is the saturated fats, or the high fat content, is going to build up in our liver, and it's going to affect how we're able to, that's what gives us insulin resistance. So saturated fats, I was heartbroken, Robbie. Coconuts, they've betrayed me. You know what I mean? I was heartbroken because, plant protein doesn't behave the same as animal protein in the body, right? It's really actually quite positive. Same with non-heme iron compared to heme iron, they behave different. And I was like, surely the saturated fat in plant foods don't do what the saturated fats in meat products do, but they do. So coconut cream, coconut curries, and yeah, those heavily processed ice cream. Do you know ice cream is the third biggest contributor to saturated fat in the diet?
Wow.
Yes, you never hear that, right? Ice cream always just kind of gets left off, but as we know, we can eat ice cream. I bought like 16 bananas yesterday because I'm going to make some mint choc chip ice cream for the weekend. So
okay. Amy, talk to everybody about nice cream. What is this? What are the different options that people can do to make this, and give us this recipe that you just talked about?
That's the other thing I should have said, right? You can eat potatoes and you can have nice cream anytime you want on the Mastering Diabetes program. So this is my favorite recipe, and it's also child approved. So I have an 11-year-old stepdaughter, and you know what kids are like when it comes to healthy food. Like, she can sniff it out a mile away. She's always like, what's this? What are you trying to feed me? She'll take a little bite and is already decided she doesn't like it because it's healthy.
That's so funny. I'm sure a lot of adults are in that category right now listening to this show.
Yes. But this nice cream, this is her favorite. She makes it herself. All it is frozen is banana. So it's a mushy banana. So in Australia here, I actually go to one of the grocery stores and they sell all like the brown bananas really, really cheap. So I think I got like 20 bananas for $3 yesterday.
Wow.
Because they're a bit mushy. Yep. And then all you do, 4 bananas into the blender. Make sure they're a bit soft, and then you add what you like. So we're big mint fans. I know Adam, he'll be listening to this. He hates mint, so he doesn't want. So we put some mint leaves. We got some spirulina powder to make it green, so got that beautiful texture, and then a few little cacao nibs. But you can put, chocolate in there. If you've got P2B powders, you can put your peanut butter powder in there. You can really. What's your favorite?
My favorite. I like carob powder. Okay, so carob powder is a great thing. You can buy it on Amazon.
Oh, carob.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I've actually had like these like carob pods from a tree, like the real thing, which it was quite fun. So, anyways, literally just blended bananas with carob powder. That's good. I love that. You can put some dates in there. Put some dates on top. You can put some dried figs on top. Give it a little Rocky Road type of style there. I don't know if that works, but I like it. Then I also love bananas and wild blueberries. Just those 2 ingredients. They take the frozen bananas, take the frozen wild blueberries, put them through. I also prefer using a Yonana's device. Now, you don't have to start buying extra, machines in order to execute nice.
What's a Yonana's?
So Yonana's is this amazing, fancy machine that is sold on Amazon. It's actually not that expensive. But you just put it through the chute, and then it comes out in a nice little swirl. And it's well equipped to handle super, super frozen foods. When you start using a blender, you kind of have to let it thaw a little bit, otherwise it's not going to blend.
Yes, I've got to let it thaw. There's a little bit of an art there, and then you could let it thaw too much, and then you're not getting the perfect experience. But a device like a Yonana's, it basically, you can't mess that up. It's going to work perfectly. Nice cream is not loaded with saturated fat, Amy. No.
And what it is loaded with,
not loaded with saturated
is high water content food, fiber, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, phytochemicals, and flavor, like flavor. You got to enjoy your food.
As I said, I have my 11-year-old, she prefers that over anything store bought now.
That's what I'm talking about.
When are we making ice cream? Yeah.
Okay. So, guys, if you're listening to this show and you have not tried this yet, like this is a must. This is a must. Yes. I want you to post a picture, post on your story, post on your page, tag @MasteringDiabetes in the story, do hashtag #MasteringDiabetes in your post. Like, I want to see you guys making some nice cream. No animals were harmed in the creation of this beautiful food. That's kind of why it's called nice cream. But it's really good stuff. It's really, really good stuff.